we are talking about growing up, your memories about growing up, good and bad. Brian says, another game that is gone is the Shato.
Shato!
Explain this to me, please. What is Shato?
James, you know Shato?
Is it the shuttlecock thing? Sipa? No?
No, that's Sipa. No, that's Sipa. But this is Shato is when you put parang 2 sticks. You kind of create a wicket or something, and then you put 1 stick on top of it.
Okay.
And then you try, parang, well, you have to dig a hole, and then you have a long stick. It's hard to explain over radio, and then
it's cricket.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
kind of
like
cricket.
cricket.
And then you just, you try to put the small stick in the air and then hit it as hard as you can, and it goes all the way out. But it's
okay.
Yeah, it's a game of skill, I would say, and it's a game of bruises because you might get hit by the stick also.
See, that's something that you don't see anymore, talaga.
No,
because it's illegal. You just can't hit people with sticks because they didn't, score a point.
No, that was my favorite game growing up, actually. Shato.
Shato.
Yeah, Shato.
Right.
Other than the gagamba.
I like the
Oh,
gagamba.
You like the gagamba?
The little matchbox. You keep the ones in the match.
Yeah. But I would only watch. I would never catch the gagambas.
Ay?
Sorry, bakit? Nawalan ba ako ng pogi
No,
points?
no, hindi naman. But I actually tried doing that.
Talaga?
There was a time I had 3 what do you call that? What do you call that breed of spiders? Crab? No, not crab spiders. I forgot. Pero yung we used to do that after school.
Yeah, after school.
Back in grade school.
You get like a barbecue stick and then you put them on top of the barbecue stick.
And you used to keep them in a Corona mattress.
Yes.
Correct.
Was it Royal?
Royal or Corona?
Royal or Corona.
Yeah. And then you would put like little divisions in the Corona.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely purely toxic piece of cardboard and the matches pure toxic.
Sobrang sama if you think about it.
What we should do is we should reminisce on some of the stuff that we used to play with that would be highly illegal today. One that springs to mind. Remember when you used to blow those balloons?
Yeah, the plastic balloons.
The plastic balloons, right?
It came with that little in the
little plastic straws.
Yeah,
like a small little toothpaste.
Yes,
tube,
exactly.
Like a super miniature one.
Made out of lead.
Made out of pure lead. And
you would get high off.
High.
Sobra.
Dude.
That explains a lot now.
Actually, there's a certain taste to it when you you make it by
because you have to. You have to lick. You have to.
Yeah, you have to lick it with your mouth.
Yeah. How? How did this pass?
Yung mga magulang mo, sige, tuloy lang kayo dyan.
What else did we used to play with that was highly toxic and?
Well, the toys back in the day, they were actually laced with lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s. 80s and early 90s, and it wasn't until the mid 90s that pinagbawalan na yun. That's why most of the toys right now, they're mostly plastic now.
Yeah.
So
plastic,
back then it was like
rounded edges.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
But what would you say that? I'll throw the question at you guys. What made you or what made you the kind of person that you are today because of your past?
Coming from
growing up.
Growing up.
The lessons you've learned growing up.
Okay. So for me, I was never the best student, nor was I the best athlete. Pero I would always be the fastest runner in the team. I would never be the most skilled, but I'd be the fastest runner. I'd be the strongest guy. Same thing in school, I'd be the hardest worker. I would never be like the top person in school, pero that it just taught me that it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, or maybe it does, but you can get through if you just keep working hard, if you just keep your work ethic up, if you just keep showing up and try and be the best. Even if you don't get to the best, it helps you in the end. So for example now, I feel that I'm a little bit more resilient because of that, because I was able to go through not making it to varsity in college, even if I was the team captain in high school, even if I was the best athlete in high school, parang ganun. Even if ganun, parang it just taught me na okay, there's more to life than just sports, more to life than just that. And as long as you keep working hard, as long as you keep your work ethic up, then you'll be okay. You'll have a place in society.
Tito James?
I would say the coping mechanisms, being able to adapt and seizing opportunity, because we grew up with we had a bit of a mixed childhood. So we grew up okay financially in the very first part, and then when I was 8, my parents split up and things changed quite dramatically. So we went from the expat lifestyle to single mom. lifestyle with 3 kids, 3 boys, no father. Father was already in England and stuff like that. Then we moved to Australia. So things got really, really tight. And we had to move around a lot. So you learn how to adapt. And really, that's a skill that I think, if anything, they say that the thing that makes a cockroach the most survivable creature is it's just because it can adapt. And so that's really the key that you have to learn being human, because we don't know what the world's going to throw at us.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, we can prepare, but we really don't know. And it's those who are able to make those decisions on the fly or survive something that, you know, others wouldn't. Then, of course, it makes you see opportunity in a different way. Because when you go from nothing, you've been evicted, you know what it's like to have your electricity cut off, and really it's not because you forgot to pay, it's because you don't know how to pay it. So, you know, when you go through that, you look at opportunity differently no matter how well you're doing. Because it just feels wrong to just, like now, even if I drop a 1 peso coin on the road, it doesn't matter. I gotta get it. Yeah. I gotta pick it up. I gotta bend down. Sometimes you're trying to pick it up, it won't pick up. You're like, I just can't. I just can't do it. I can't leave it behind, because it just goes against everything that I had to grow up with. So that's what made me a better
I think that's a good mentality to have also. Diba?
Yeah, that's true.
How about you, Brian?
It's more of a saying that I keep telling myself ever since I was in college, which is stop doubting yourself. You are better than what people perceive you to be. Plain and simple. Because I've always had a confidence problem.
Yeah.
And thanks to sports, thanks to all of the things, the different hobbies and the different people that I came across, it actually gave me so much more confidence, and it made me the kind of person who I am today, which is a person who is basically more confident, a person who can express himself verbally without any inhibitions whatsoever.
Yeah, you'd think for somebody who didn't have confidence, you said, somebody who was, grew up being teased, you communicate very well.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much.
And you chose a profession where you gotta,
you gotta communicate every day.
To a lot of people. So it really, it goes to show you can overcome anything. And this is part of what I am doing now. Is I'm trying to lose weight, and it's not just because I want to, physically be in better shape or look better. It's also a very mental game. You gotta remind yourself who's in control, who's the boss here, right? Because if you let it get away from you, look, we all do. Sometimes we'll go for our Netflix binges, we'll do whatever. But it's just being able to say, listen, when push comes to shove, who's in control? Is it the addiction? Is it me? Is it my habits? Whatever. There just should only be one boss of your body, and that's if you can change that. When you change that, you realize I can do just about anything. Your confidence really raises.
Galing. The gospel according to Father James.
That just put a smile on my face.
Father James. No, honestly, that was really profound, and I completely agree with what you said.
And so before we climb, because now that you're impressed, there's a lot of pressure to keep it going.